I will.
Welcome to Momentum Monday. Today is January 9, 2022. Howard, what's going on? That's a nice chair in the background.
This is nice chair. It's for what's that?
This is where you get your foot rubs on that chair.
That is where I cut my toenails. And this an NFT. So Ivan is sick. Ivan is tested positive for COVID-45. What do they call it? Is it still COVID-19 in Bulgaria? You have a rare form where you're starting to look like me. You have a certain strain of COVID where you're starting to act and be mean on the internet. So where do you think you got it?
I don't know. I don't think I've been mean on the internet. I think I'm getting milder and softer with the age. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, so where do you think you contracted COVID?
It could be at my gym. It could be, it's Whole Foods, anywhere. I mean, I don't think in San Diego people are getting it too seriously. Very few are wearing masks, so it's only a matter of time. I think the real numbers that you're actually seeing the statistics, they're probably 50 times higher than what they're reporting.
Yeah, I had a nasty cold. I was testing negative at the beginning of the year, but I assume I had it. It lasted like 10 days, the cold. Have you had a fever?
Yeah, I've been having a fever for the past few days, on and off.
I'm hearing that people in Bulgaria, everything tastes like potatoes. Is that the same thing? Is that the COVID strain, the Bulgarian COVID? You have not lost your sense of humor. All right. Well, seeing this could be an NFT. This could be your last. This could be your last. It'd be cool if you did a show on a ventilator. You should do it if you're in the hospital next week, we're doing the show. You'll be on a ventilator
next weekend.
Talking about the 200-day moving average. Well, I'm gonna do it for you today. We'll whip through it. All right. Yes. There's three things. It's the X's over the Q's. This is I hate saying it, but you got Exxon. Good old Exxon, not Zoom. Exxon breaking out. You have XLE, which is the energy index breaking out. Yeah. I hate to say it. And then you got XLF. You hate. I mean, this is not the sign of an economy in the toilet. It may not be the economy you want. It's definitely not the one I wanted. But this is what you get with when no one's keeping track of the criminals. They show up in energy. You hated your tech overlords, and now we got back to Exxon and the old financials and the energy companies. Soon coal will be breaking. Is coal hitting all-time highs yet? Because that'll be next. And they'll be mining in Phoenix.
There used to be a coal ETF, but they discontinued it, and ever since coal.
But now they can reverse. They can do a centuple split, and coal will be breaking out to all-time highs.
Some of the coal stocks
they're not dead.
Yeah, last
year they're doing pretty damn good.
Oh wait! This is not a coal stock. Sorry, this is Albertson.
But they sell coal, lump coal.
Okay, let's see. I mean, I don't remember any coal stock. Like maybe.
It doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. It's sad. But this is what I was going to say is it's not the economy I want, but it's a damn strong economy for mean old people right now. This is like your grandfather's market because you've got now the only what's this one? This is the industrials. Okay. Yeah. So what you can see here, this is a pause that hopefully refreshes. On the other side of the spectrum, let's take a look at the cloud, which is a mess. Start with Cloudflare, which is pretty much everything about the cloud, down 50%. Now, quite a run from its IPO, but easily could trade like last year's DocuSigns and Zooms down in the 50s or 60s, but this company's growing like a weed. But yeah, the cloud is out. DocuSign's out. I mean, it's breaking down. So the only good news for degenerates is New York has approved state gambling, so you'll see a bounce next week in these broken gambling stocks. So basically, what's bouncing is gambling in China for the degenerates next week. You're gonna have a degenerate index, but it's a blip on the radar. So I think you're sick. it's terrible that you're sick. I feel bad, but it's at least you get it behind you at this point. So does it feel like just a bad cold or a flu?
It's similar to, how I felt after the second vaccine, a little bit lighter than that, but, it's just lasting longer.
Now they say if your pee smells like your poop, then you
boy.
get to the hospital right. Okay, so before I let you go, is there anything that you see? So basically, clouds out of favor.
So I mean, basically, we're seeing another repricing of assets. So in the first week of the new year, the market is saying that the Fed is going to raise interest rates and is discounting higher interest rates. This is why at the beginning of the show, I showed you this treasuries chart, like the monthly. I mean, interest rates have been falling for a decade slowly. Yeah. And now they're just mean reverting. So let's not make a big deal out of it.
This is your chance. Everybody wanted to own tech stocks. Now you have a chance to buy a lot of them.
So don't forget that last year was very unique. I mean, the maximum drawdown on the S&P 500 last year was only 5%. This is unheard of. The typical annual drawdown is 14%. So that's why, if you remember a couple of shows ago when you asked me what do I expect, I said I expect more volatility. I don't think we'll see that gradual low drawdown moves that we saw in the S&P 500. Yeah. So we definitely saw rotation into old economy stocks, energy, financials, industrials.
X's over Qs. I mean, we're in the X's
and
over Qs.
The Qs are getting hit. A lot of distribution days. Even the semis are starting to get hit.
Yeah.
Keep in mind that earnings season is in a couple of weeks, and maybe this pullback might end up be a nice
lots of money on the sideline that can rotate.
There's
back
plenty of money in the system.
Huge financial. Silicon Valley Bank. If you want a little bit of tech needs banking, it looks like it's going on all-time highs. I think it's SVB. Incredible fucking run that's at SVB. SV is in
no SIVB.
SIVB. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean all the banks.
Glad I sold that at 200. No,
it's
breaking out. Shitty bank. They're all doing fine. Goldman's.
Here's the regional banks. I think this is new all-time highs.
Wow. I should open a regional bank. Bank of Howie.
Exactly.
Okay. And so it's a great time to be an old mobster and have you paid your money to the government, you got your lobbyists, now you got your banks, you've got all our old banks. But in the end, this is how it works. Now they're going to go out and when all these fake neobanks, the ones that are struggling, now Goldman and all these guys can go buy the ones that didn't make it and get a whole development team. Circle of life, people.
I mean, last year we saw the same rotation between new economy and old economy several times. So, I mean, if you look at the QQQs last year, it did zero for the first quarter. Like at the end of the first quarter, the return was zero. So don't write them down. I don't think capital is leaving the market that much. It's just rotating. And typically when you see the rotational type of correction, those end up being buying opportunities. Like I'm not saying buy tomorrow blindly, but don't get too bearish. Like for me, when the market gets so volatile, I just rather become just more short-term, just do stuff more intraday and keep cash overnight, unless you have a super long-term horizon as you. But just don't get too bearish, I would say.
Who's making you soup in your last days?
Anya's making soup here and there, or we're just buying one. So
if I get COVID, will you come take care of me?
Sure, Howard.
Okay.
But you're gonna give me your Porsche, right? So I can drive it around.
It's a secret.
All right, you got a deal, right?
All right, take care of yourself, everybody. So X's over Q's right now. Market, we'll let Ivan rest. It's pretty good market if you're willing to try.
They're good opportunities. Yeah.
It's a good market if you're willing to add some different names to your list. It won't be as exciting as the internet, but there's opportunity out there. All right, have a great week, everybody.
All right, you too, Howard. See you.